All right, Juan. Actually, great question, especially this time of year in Southern California. As you know, I've been saying it's muddy. The grass is thin. It's dormant. It's not growing, right? But we're golfing because, in the East Coast where I'm from, you're done. It's like unless you go out in 35-degree weather, which I used to go anyway. When you hit the ball in the lake, when it's that cold, it doesn't go in the lake. It bounces over because it's frozen. But look, when you're in a bad lie and the ball is sitting down, what you need more of in your swing is what's called shoulder down, right? Remember the shoulder going this way. And so what's happening, it's almost like treating it more like a downhill lie than it is. So think about what you do in a downhill. On a downhill lie, what do? We get tilted with the hill, right, in this direction. When you're hitting and the lie is bad, what you want to do is something like this. A lean movement like that. See this leaning I'm doing like this? When I swing, I want to work my way this way with my shoulder down. Watch this. Okay, so you're going to see here, look, I go back, okay? Now already here at the top, I've moved a little bit towards the target with my head. Look, because I want to get in front of the ball. Look, see how my head is a little to the left already, right? Because what I don't want is I don't want my head falling at all in that direction. Because if my head falls that way, where am I going to hit the ground? Too far back, okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do what's called the shoulder down movement. So my shoulder is going to go in this direction, which basically feels like my spine angle is going to lean like this, is what it feels like is going to happen here. And so you'll see my shoulder coming down. And as I'm on my way down, look how my left shoulder's already gotten to this line. And look at this. My left shoulder's beyond my left hip slightly, right? Because I'm leaning where? Down. I'm leaning, my spine angle's like this now because I've leaned down. And so what's that making my club do? That makes the club come down steeper on the ball and bottom out further in front before it then ascends. And so then the bottom point of my swing, we could say, is somewhere over here. And then look where that ball was. So I'm doing what's called trapping it more. And so this is something you can do. Now, this one I pulled it slightly, right? I did a little pull here, but I would have trapped it out of the bad lie, maybe caught the left side of the green or something like that. But that's what you need more of when you have a bad lie, or if you're catching it too thin. If you're catching it thin, you're moving your upper body back, okay? And you don't want to be moving your upper body back. One of the things here real quick, just to show you, Tom Watson, okay, in his lessons, look at this. He talks about this. He says right here,
that your left shoulder, when it gets up to the top, does not straighten up this way. But it almost feels as if the left shoulder goes down like this.
you see?
Yeah.
Okay? And so you need some shoulder down, we say, right? And so you can see, look, he even had it listed in his list over here. Watch this. Look, keep the left shoulder down. What does that mean? That means leaning that shoulder like you're on a downhill lie. It's almost like you could almost imagine it like this. And I like doing this a lot actually also when it's this time of year. And one more thing, when it's this time of year and I'm chipping, right? I don't like to lean to the left and stay there because I tend to want to go back this way. I find that it's best to set up real even and actually not actually do my lean until I'm actually on the way in. And so what I've been doing is I'm setting up normal like this. And then when I'm doing a chip, you hear that? Only hit the ball because it's muddy. And if I hit any of the grass, it's not going to go, right? And so shoulder down is the key to getting off of those bad lies.